Thank you for hanging out with me today. This is Cage848, and welcome back to SurrounDead. Well, once again, you guys in the comment section have been giving me a lot of interesting things to think about. We're going to go over a couple of the comments right now. Someone said swap the ammo tin to the slot you have the med bag in, then you could reload straight from the tin. Yeah, so what they want me to do is, right here I have a medical bag in my, I don't know what that slot's called. The container slot, right? And what that is it's giving me a place to put all my medical supplies. And they're saying switch out the ammo tin in there. Hold on, let me see. Do like this. And then I should be able to reload from the ammo tin. That's not a bad idea, but I think I'm going to stick with the medical bag because I like having a lot of medical stuff on me. And if I don't have the medical bag, can you heal from the medical bag when it's not? Hold on a sec. Hold on. All right, so right now, here, let's clear this out. Now, we have the medical bag is not in the container slot. Can I still heal from it? Yes. Okay, you know what? I was thinking I couldn't heal from the medical bag unless it was in the container slot, but that does not seem to be the case. So I think we're going to put that down there, and we're going to put this in here, and then we should be able to reload from it. Let's see. Let's test that theory. Actually, I'm going to use the shotgun shell. So let's say we go... chicka-boom, 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 and then I want to reload. Now, I don't have any shotgun shells in my inventory. It's only in the ammo tin, which is in my container slot. Can I reload? All right, you know what? It's a good idea. I was under the impression that I would not be able to heal out of the medical bag. Just like when the ammo tin's in your inventory, you can't reload from it. I figured you couldn't heal from the medical bag unless it was in the container slot. I'm kind of shocked that that is not the case, and actually, I'm happily surprised. So we're going to go ahead and put this stuff down here. And I was going to tell you, I don't want to do that because then I won't have any room for my medical. So it's not an issue. Thank you for that. Should I put this up here? Yeah, let's put this up here. That looks pretty good. Right next to my lunchbox and my sleeping bag. Awesome. All right. What other comments did I get? Cage, you can change the stamina thing in the difficulty settings. Go have a look. Turn stamina regain multiplier up and depletion down. Yeah, so last episode I was talking about how, like, my stamina doesn't seem to be where it needs to be, a lot of people are telling me to go and change it because the developer made it, like, take longer for stamina to come back or something. I don't know. That feels kind of, I'm not judging. This is not meant to be judgy, but for my own personal gameplay, I kind of feel like it's a little cheaty. I'm going to leave it alone for now, and I'm hoping that the fitness stat will mitigate some of the issues I'm having with stamina. If, in another 5 videos, I still feel like it's not where it needs to be, I'll change it. I'm just going to hold off as much as I possibly can for that. Now for the big comment. Getting a dismantle working bench and dismantling the bullets you don't use, then dismantle the casings. That will solve your scrap problems. So that is a very interesting point. Here's the problem I have with that. I don't feel like I have a lot of ammunition yet. Instead of, like, here's the thought process, right? And it makes sense when you think about it. Let's say I love 5.56, I love 7.62, and I love 308. I don't love, I don't know how to say that, 45 ACP. I don't know how to say that, but I don't love this ammo. And shotgun shells are okay, but I have a lot of them, and I could probably stand to dismantle some of them. Here's the issue. I don't have a lot of 5.56 or 7.62, although I do have a lot of 308. So there's 2 ways I can go about this. I could dismantle, actually 3 ways. I could dismantle the ammo I don't want, and I can further dismantle it to get scrap metal, which I kind of need. Or I could dismantle the ammo I don't want and use that stuff to craft ammo I do want. So I could, like, theoretically take apart this ammo and craft this ammo. The thing is, I don't think that the transfer rate is favorable. I think you're going to take apart a lot of this ammo to get a very little bit of this ammo. But I'm going to be honest, I don't remember. I know I figured this out last season, guys. You understand, I play a lot of games. A couple of months for a YouTuber is a big deal when you play as many games as I do. So I figured this out last season, and I don't remember if it was worth it. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to craft a couple of tables today. Now, I know I want to make these tables. We're going to craft the disassembly workbench and the weapons and equipment workbench. Now, I 100% know I want both of these tables, so I don't have to worry about, like, oh, should I have made this or should I have made that? I know these are tables I'm going to want, and that's it. But I will then save the game, and then I'll mess around with ammo crafting and see if it, something I want to work with right now. All right, so for this one, we're going to need the random tools. I don't know where I put those. I think those are in here somewhere. Although I am not seeing them. That doesn't mean they're not in there. It just means I'm not seeing them. Okay, well, let's go check another tent. Nope, not in there. Not in there. I know I have random tools. Where'd I put them? Okay, that makes sense. They're in this chest right here. Makes total sense. Is that all I needed? It is for the weapons and equipment workbench. Cool. And there we go right there. Now, what do we need for this? I wish it like grayed out the stuff you don't have so you know what you need. I need one of the... Oh, that's it. Right there, disassembly workbench. Okay, looking good. Now, I'm going to put these on... Do I want to put them on this side of the wall or do I want to put them along this wall? Man, that's a tough call. I think I'm going to put them right here. My first instinct is to put them over here. So let's go ahead and do that. And we need to kind of get this right up against the wall. 46 or 48? No. Yeah, I think it's 46. That looks pretty good to me. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and put down the disassembly workbench. Place. Oh, it stayed at 46. Nice. Nah, you know what? Let's move that. Whoops. Move that. Put it right there to get it out of the way. Then we'll move it again. And we'll give it a little bit of space in between the tables. Okay, that looks nice. Yeah, that looks real good. Okay. Disassembly workbench. Now is when we save the game. So before we save the game, let's get completely ready. Again, this ammo, I do have some guns for this ammo, but it's not, they don't seem like great weapons. They're very low damage. So let's see what we can do here. Also, last season I made a lot of money by selling gunpowder. I don't know if that's still a thing or not. And right here we have the, okay, so what do we got here? Fishing rod, some armor. You can make bullet casings. Weapon clean, make the ammo. Pipe bombs, and more ammo. Okay. All right. So ideally speaking, here, let's do this. Ideally speaking, 7.62 would be my best ammo. I want to take this apart and make some of this. So let's go ahead and we're going to take 10 of these. Okay. And then we're going to save the game. I'm going to do a real save, by the way, not a quick save. I don't know if it really matters, but it's getting dark too. I need to find a generator is what I need. All right. So let's go to the disassembly workbench. Let's disassemble 10 of these. What? Should it tell you what you're going to get? All right, so 10 gave me 10 and 10. And what do I need for the 7.62? Oh, doggy. That is crazy. Hold on. I want to do something really quick. That's 1 for 1, guys. That's 1 for 1. That is insane. You're taking like ammo, like the ammo that ammo I just took apart is for this gun right here, which is like 42, 21, 6. And I can turn it into ammo that can be used in this 61, 25, 19 at a 1 for 1 clip. That's crazy. That's crazy good. Oh, I didn't know it was that good. I don't think it was like that last season, but I could be wrong. Well, let's see. Yeah, 10. Where'd it go? Yeah, 10. It's 1 for 1. That's insane. So the other thing I can do is I could take apart the casings. I have like 3 casings lying around somewhere. Yeah, right. 2 casings. And I'm going to take these apart and see how much metal I get for them. Dude. I could take apart 100 bullets and then turn it into 100 scrap metal and sell the gunpowder. Damn. That I didn't think it was that good. That's kind of crazy to me. And I've got some things to think about now. Okay, I had to sleep through the night, man. I had to sleep on this. I had to think about it. As far as I can tell, and correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I can tell, there is absolutely no reason to keep any ammo except for your best ammo. Obviously, this purple stuff, this rare stuff, you keep it. And I would probably keep 5.56 because I kind of like 5.56. And you're going to keep 308 for the sniper stuff, unless you get a different sniper rifle. Right now, I only have a hunting rifle, so that's my sniper rifle. And honestly, there's really no reason to keep the 12. Let's see what we get for the shotgun shells. I'm kind of curious. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do 10 shotgun shells. All right, so we get this. Let's see what we get for... Now, you can't craft... And this is the thing. You can't turn shotgun shells into 7.62 straight up because you're using shell casing, which, you know, as far as I can tell, the only thing you can use that for is probably shotgun shells. I mean, yeah, that's just all regular bullet casings. Okay, so let's take this apart. Nothing. Okay, so the shell casing, the shotgun stuff, I guess you probably want to leave that alone because the shotgun can be okay against, like, you know, mid-level zombies. I mean, you don't want to use it on boss or anything, but actually, I think most mid-level zombies, the shotgun's pretty decent against. So shotgun shells, maybe you don't want to break them down. You could always break them down, though, and sell the gunpowder, which I don't know if it sells for as much as... I'm going to try. I'm going to see how much it's going to sell for. But yeah, there's no reason to keep... As far as I know, I don't know any gun that uses this ammo that's worth it. Or at least, let me put it this way. The guns I have one gun that's the best. Okay? This one right here, I think that's the best. Actually, I have some other legendaries. Let's look through and see. I mean, obviously the legendary guns are going to be the best, I would assume. So let's look through our legendary weapons. And see, okay, so no legendary weapons here. So we have this one right here, which is 61, 25, 19. 61, 25, 19. And this takes 5.56. So yeah, I mean, I think this is my best gun. I really do. I don't see anything that's better. At least not for, like, when I say best gun, I mean non-sniper rifle. Now, this is a sniper rifle as well. This does 59, 29, 13. 29, 13. So it's a little bit better on the crit multiplier. It probably shoots faster as well. Yeah, it definitely shoots faster. But I think this hunting rifle is probably better than this because this uses 7.62, and I want to save my 7.62 for this gun. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I think that's my best gun. I think 7.62. I don't see any reason to keep this ammo. I'm going to go ahead and just disassemble all of it. I hope I'm right. Someone's going to come in the comments and be like, no, you need it for this. And it's going to be too late. So I'm sorry if I need it for something else, but I can't think of what that would be. Let's save the game too, because last season, they had like bugs with the, with what I'm doing right now. So like you'd go to break down some ammo and you wouldn't get anything back for it. So 405 of each. Okay, that worked out well. Now, I have two choices what I can do. I can either turn this all into 7.62, or I could break down the bullet casings for scrap metal. I'm going to turn it all into 7.62. I think that's a better option. There we go. Let's just get it to 400. Go. 405. 400 sounds good. And there we go. A bunch of 7.62. Also, 9mm. I don't know what I would need 9mm for. I mean, it's okay for the pistol, but why would I use a pistol when I could use a gun shooting 7.62 for the same amount of ammo per ammo? Like, one 9mm is equal to one 7.62. I got to be honest, guys. I think there's going to be a balance come with this. I think the developer is going to balance this because it's, having these ammos all be the same, but one ammo doing way more damage is kind of, probably going to be considered broken and fixed. I don't want it fixed, but it does seem kind of broken. Unless I'm missing something. If I am, you guys let me know in the comments. I think it's faster to just do it like this. There we go. 590 rounds of 7.62. That's a beautiful thing. And we got some scrap metal. Is that all the scrap metal I have? I think we're going to have to go and get more scrap metal. I thought I was going to be doing a big building episode today, and I'm just going to put this stuff in here for now. I'll probably come back and do some more building, but I think we're going to have to go out and get some loot. And go stretch our legs, man. I can't stay here the whole day. Can't do that. Do I have everything I need? I have food. I have healing items. I have ammo. Where are we going to go? That's the other question. We could go up here. I could check this place out, but I kind of want that to be its own video. we're gonna be up there for a while when we do go up there. I could just drive along the road and see what's what. Oh, we don't want to go up here. That's the observatory. You know what? Let's just come up here and drive up on that road and see what's going on. I think we also have to sell. That's right. I've got a lot of stuff in here. All the stuff in here that's not bags is supposed to be sold. So, yeah, we got to go make some money. Let's come out here. And by the way, these things do hit the top of this, but they don't. They look like they should, but they don't. So there's no damage issues there, but it's kind of annoying that, like, you drive through there, it looks like it should hit it, but it doesn't. All right, so which way are we going out of here? We're going out of here, and we are going left. And then we're going to make our first left at my old base. Let's get out of here. I do want to do a major building episode. I think that that ammo crafting, though, was a lot of valuable information. We learned a lot today, and we're going to be taking advantage of the game mechanics and beefing ourselves up as much as possible. And like I said, I could be missing something. I've like, sometimes I can't see the forest before the trees, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be like so fixated on something, I'll miss something else that negates what I'm thinking, but I don't notice it, if that makes any sense. We should check this out. All right, hold on. Right, yeah. And let's come through here and start wrecking some fools. What's up, man? These are the police cars I was thinking of when I was like talking about the police cars last episode, because you can see right here these things have, what the heck? You can see right here these things have ammo tins below them. Okay. You know what? I don't want to deal with these guys. Just kill them. Come on, guys. There you go. Much better. And there is a lot of stuff to loot around these two vehicles. Yeah, when I was seeing the cop cars last episode, I was like, where's all this stuff? These are probably the cop cars I was thinking about. A lot of good stuff in them, though. Yet. I need a generator. That's what I need. If there's an airdrop, I have to get it. Unless it's in, like, a city or something. Did those go into my ammo thing? These didn't. Because there was none in there. They go in there if there's, like, a stack, but if there's not, then they won't. Right. In the vehicle. I want to stop at a gas station. Not really, but there could be some. I think there'd be some gas there, and there could maybe be some repair kits, which I could use instead of spending my hard-earned money on them. Oh. There he goes. I was waiting. Sometimes this guy like just spots you when you're not ready, and he's just on you in like a heartbeat. All right, stop sprinting everywhere, dummy. See, I don't even want to use the 9mm rounds. I really don't. Okay. Anybody else want any of this bad medicine? Why am I using the shotgun? I don't know. Because I want to. Deer. I would kill the deer, but I don't need the food. And I don't kill stuff when I don't need it. That's not right. Might need it someday. Unless those food airdrops keep coming in. Then I'll never need it. Ooh, nice. Nice. I didn't expect this. That is awesome. Very awesome. I'll probably never turn casings into metal. I'm going to be honest. Like, I want the metal, but I can get the metal out there. I mean, I can get ammo too, but ammo is just too important to be turning into casing, in my opinion. Wait, stop making so much noise, you idiot. Yeah, dummy. Man, this freaking guy. All right, I think we got just about everything here. Let's just go take a look outside. Okay. Alrighty. Let's keep going. I gotta start remembering to hit the garbage too. I started like, not that garbage, not like that, like, I don't think you can get this garbage. I mean, well, whatever. Let's take a look. Because people are telling me to use the pickaxe on the garbage when I'm out, but the ice axe. But as I've been using it, it hasn't been doing anything. See? It doesn't do anything there. There's certain garbage piles that can be taken apart for metal. And, like, I'm not sure which ones. So, I'll have to find out. Let's go ahead and get back. Put that right there. Put that right there. Save the game. Get in the vehicle. Alright, let's keep going. Gas station is cleared, my friends. It is cleared. So people are asking me, there's like a giant like storage container I can make, like a giant storage container. And people were wondering if I could attach it to this thing. Pretty good question. I can't mess with that right now because I don't have the metal, but yeah, it's something to think about. I gotta worry here because if there's any wolves, I could be, kind of in a bad situation here. And I know there's usually wolves around here. They'll kill you quick. Dude, what the fudge is everyone hitting me for? Oh, he only hit me once. Okay. I was like, how did he hit me twice? But it was because I was bleeding. Do I want to try? Nah, I don't want to take any damage here. Oh, crap. Okay. Not good. Not good. Man, I do not know what went wrong there. That was pretty rough. I'm gonna run over a couple of these guys because I really don't have a way around that's easy. We're gonna try this again, and I'm kind of sandwiched in 2 sets of zombies too, which is kind of rough. I don't know, man. I was blasting that guy with the shotgun. I just, I thought he would have died, but little Johnny lives a lot. Didn't feel like going down, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna clear these guys out first, so I can back up without getting sandwiched. Okay, here we go. Alright, cool. Loot. I'll loot these guys sometimes, I won't others. Just depends on how I feel at the moment. Those guys are all in the same area, which is going to be a problem here. I'm gonna snipe them. I'm playing games with these jackasses. Okay, and you die. I'm gonna try and switch my settings back to holding down right mouse button to melee, because I don't like every time I go to like zoom in with the gun, my guy shoves the gun, and every time it's kind of messing me up. So I'm gonna try and put it back to regular combat skills, and we'll see how well that works out. Okay, I set my controls back to default, so now I have to hold down the right mouse button. I seem to be attacking fast enough where I shouldn't, have any issues getting hit, but we'll see. I changed it to not having to hold the right mouse button because I felt like it was making me swing faster. And someone else is telling me use the right mouse button to shove. I think I'm just going to leave it back on, default and kind of go from there. Because whenever I use the gun, if I go to aim, I do the shove and then I aim and then I try and stop aiming and I'm shoving again. I don't know. It feels awkward to me. I don't want the shove when I'm dealing with guns. So, and if you're going to aim, there's, just the way it... Well, I guess I wouldn't have to have shove on right mouse button. So maybe I could get away with that, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to play around with it for the rest of the video, and we'll see where things go. These really take up a lot of room, but I should be okay. I never went and sold. Son of a... Well, I guess I might as well loot everything and then go sell, right? That kind of makes sense. You don't want to sell and go loot a bunch of stuff anyway, so yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what I was thinking, but holding down right mouse button to aim was not the issue. The issue is that I remapped shove to right mouse button, and I never used the shove. So what I did was I went ahead and I set it to where I don't have to hold right mouse button to aim, but I took the shove off right mouse button, and now everything is working flawlessly. Exactly what I wanted it to be like. Okay, so... go, so I shouldn't have to hold right mouse button, and bam. Yeah, alright, that's much better. And now what I could do is I could bring this up, press right mouse button, Because shove has been removed, everything is fine. Except that I can't aim and I ran out of ammo. So it's not a good showing for me today. But, you know, some days are just going to be like that, I guess. Go. Alright, let's try this again. Much better. Now, do I need to use guns on these guys? No. No, I really don't, but it's good to use guns every once in a while, even if you're not, because if you're not using guns for too long, for me personally, I kind of get worse with them. You know, it's learn, you know, practice. You don't use it, you lose it type of thing. And yeah, it makes me better with guns if I shoot them more. Oh, look at this guy. He's trying to walk behind that building. I wasn't having any of it. Punk ass. See him? He's like, oh, this guy's shooting me. This guy's gonna shoot me. I better get out of here. Nope. Nope, not on my watch, pal. Welcome to the party, pal. Let's see if we can melee our way through this. You do get the AoE thing, which is cool, but sometimes people still get a shot in, which is fine. That is fine. Okay. This is the first set of buildings I looted last season. They're not a bad set of buildings. If you start here, you got a good chance at getting yourself a bag, which is what you really want in the beginning of the game, more than anything. All right, cool. I think I might have looted this place actually in this season too. Did I? You know, I think I did. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Something moving in there? Yep, that's what I thought. Nah, I'm not gonna use this thing as a weapon. I could. Man, shotgun is... I've been bad with the shotgun today. You know, before we go any farther, let's just drop stuff off in here. Yeah, we could put stuff that we're not gonna sell in here. We could rip these. We could put that there. Actually, I'm gonna sell those knives. I've got too many knives. Way too many knives. Oh, another thing I could do before I go loot is I could just take one of these bags with me. I guess not that bag. Yeah, let's take this one and this one. There we go. Now we're gonna loot this place. Heck yeah. Okay, so I want to see if I can... Now, this is trash I'm 90% sure I could get. There we go. Just gotta duck a little bit. How much metal did I get from that? I don't know. I already had metal on me, didn't I? Alright, well, whatever. Whatever amount, it's worth it because it barely took us any time to get. And the sink. Nope, nothing there. I'm glad I switched out the controls. I really am. Like, that was, it just was rubbing me the wrong way. I don't use the shove. I guess the shove might be useful, but I'm not going to be using it. I used it a couple times. I was like, eh. Not a huge deal. Consume. And let's do the one in the back first. This is one of the spots, too, last season that, I don't know what to say, spawned, grew. It got an infestation in it. This like whole area was completely fine, and then I cleared out all the infestations in the game, and an infestation spawned here. Again, I don't know if I should say spawned or grew. Both are pretty gnarly terms for that situation, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Can I break this up? No, didn't think so. Figured it was worth a try. Keep the shotgun out, just in case something comes up here and surprises me. I am looting everything quickly, which means I'm making noise. What is that for? Read? Nope. I probably already have one on. Okay, what do we got in this cupboard? Rip and equip. Rip and equip. I feel like part of the reason I died was because I was not taking the game as seriously as I should. I've got a theory in a lot of these survival games. I noticed it mostly in 7 Days to Die, but I see it in other games as well. That once you stop respecting the difficulty, you get killed. And I kind of felt safe. If you feel safe and you're like, I'm gonna be fine, it's a lot of times it's a bad sign. You know what I mean? So I feel like I was disrespecting the difficulty and maybe not being on guard as much as I should be and kind of just dicking around. And I paid the price. I paid the iron price. Hey, Game of Thrones was cool. Just because the ending wasn't as good. Still one of the best series, I think, on TV. Not Breaking Bad levels, but like right below it. Alrighty. What time is it? Looks like it's getting a little late. I think we need to go home and we need to sell too. So let's hop on in our vehicle and get out of here and go do some selling. We got a lot of stuff to sell. Like, we're getting to the point where we don't have any room to loot stuff because we have so much stuff to sell. And yeah, I mean, I kind of want to buy ammo, but at the same time, I really don't think it's worth it. It's way too expensive. You can save that money for a lot of other things that are more important, like legendary guns. Hold on. We are here. Where are we? Okay, go straight, and then when you can't go straight anymore, you make a right. Go straight. Coming through. Hot stuff coming through. What's that from, guys? A good amount of looting today. Learned a lot about ammo crafting, which is, I mean, I think extremely powerful. And yeah, I might start bringing my big gun with me. If I had my big gun with me, I might have survived that. I feel like the shotgun, like, it takes a little bit more, I don't know, skill to use, I guess. It's not as forgiving when you miss. And yeah, you don't really miss a lot, but you do miss the massive damage because if you don't hit them in the right spot, all the pellets don't get them and then they don't die. And when they don't die and they're right in your face, that's not good. That is really not good. The zombies in this game, when they get right up on you, they're pretty devastating. And I don't even know if the body armor helps. Like, I know the body armor gives you, like, protection, but it might be only against, like, ammo. I'm not sure if it helps against zombies. Although it might. I don't know. I guess it could. I hope it does. Although people are pretty dangerous, too, in this game. But you're definitely dealing with zombies a lot more, so. Alright. And here we go. Got a lot of stuff to sell. Okay, I got a few more things to sell, but I do want to check the traders. This trader ran out of money, by the way, but I want to see what he's selling. Should we go for the binocular? I mean, he's basically giving them away. Why not? There we go. And what else do we have here? So he has a key card 0, and not too much else that I care about. All right. What about you? Let's go ahead and finish selling, by the way. There we go. Trader does not have enough money. Okay. By the way, money is not going where it's supposed to go. People say stuff is supposed to go in containers as long as it's stackable. This money is definitely stackable, and it does not go in there. So, all right. What does this guy have? Anything? Oh, what is this? Alpine backpack? All right. Yeah, I don't see anything on here I'm, like, hankering to get. Yeah. No, he's good. Okay. I don't care about the book person. Well, you know what? Do you have fitness books? If you have fitness books, we're going to talk. First aid, fitness. There you go. Cool. Marksmanship, speed. I don't think there's any more of these. Yeah, okay. All right, that's fine. We'll sell that. Trader not accepting. Okay. Whatever. Okay, you'll accept that. We could get more bottles of antiseptic to make better healing items. Might not be a bad idea. I mean, we're okay on healing items, but we're not like, oh my goodness, we got so many healing items. Let's go ahead and buy for $600. You know what? Never mind. I'll find them along the way, hopefully. I might actually have some back at base. Nothing there I care about. I mean, we should probably buy the... whatever. It's fine. Let's go ahead and drink. And nope. What does this guy got? You got a tier 3? Got a tier 3, my man? Oh, you got nothing, bro. You suck. Is the wandering trader around here? I'm not seeing them. Usually oh, there he is. The Wandering Trader doesn't wander that much, does he? Oh, for $12.50, I can get that right now. I mean, I kind of have to, don't I? It's bolt action, caliber. Does it come with a sniper? Inspect. I think if it looks like it comes with a silencer, but I think if it does, it tells you down here and it's not saying it. I don't know, man. 151, 2310, 151, 23. I mean, I kind of have to get this. Oh, it takes 300. Never mind. I don't have a lot of that. Although I can craft it. Can I craft 300 for the price? Oh. Okay. Can I take apart 1 round of 9mm and turn it into one of these? I don't think that's likely. Ooh, shotgun suppressor. Does that reduce damage? Fall off chance, but they're usually pretty close. I don't know. You guys let me know. It's kind of expensive and I don't have a ton of money. Okay. I'm gonna hold off on that. Let's go back to base and see what we can do with the ammo. You know what? I'm gonna sleep here because I don't need to be dealing with this darkness. I think I can sleep here, can I? Somewhere. You got a tent or something? Or, oh, here we go. I can't sleep here? Seriously? And I can't place down my own tent. Dude, I thought someone said I could sleep here. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Okay, just like I thought, to make the 300 Winchester ammunition, it's double the cost. You get 5, but you need 10 bullet casings. Actually, it's more than double the cost, triple the cost for the gunpowder. Yeah, so... Okay, I think I'm gonna wait for a different sniper rifle. I do like that sniper rifle, but I don't want to like use all my ammunition just to make the 300 Winchester ammo. I think the hunting rifle will be good enough for now. And yeah, I mean the ammo crafting in general is just really, really good. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna call this one here. If you ended up enjoying the video, please remember to uncage that like button. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe for more daily videos. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time, and until then, take it easy.